without further ado, let's dive into this one. Hi, hello everybody, it's the Gringo Scott, your movie buddy. Welcome back, pal. Today we'll be reviewing on day 20. Woohoo! Day 20 of our 30-day video a day challenge. The 1990 movie with Nicholus Cage, Bringing Out the Dead. If you want to see more of these videos in the series, I will be placing a playlist at the end of this video, so feel free to check them out. But without further ado, let's dive into this one. This movie is Nicholus Cage, a paramedic in some horrible, comical type dark land, and he has different partners, different nights. He is clearly suffering from what I would say burnout, starting to be sick of it. And dies with different drivers, John Goodman, Tom Sizemore, but they all seem whacked out. He's whacked out as well. Apparently he's feeling burnt out. This disheartening job. Everyone's always dying now. He's having like a run of this people dying on him, and he's just having a hard time. He's trying to get his arse fired, but then he does make friends with one of the patients or victims, I guess, of an accident. He's trying to save the father, and he meets the daughter, and they start hitting it off, and he's starting to have a relationship with her, and it's him going into, I guess, madness. And so that's basically the general summary of this movie. Burnout, the dangers of burnout. Clearly, he is suffering from burnout. So let's see what burnout is. This is from probably Wikipedia, I believe. Job burnout can result from various factors, including lack of control and inability to influence decisions that affect your job, such as your schedule, assignments, or workload, could lead to job burnout. So could a lack of resources you need to do your work. In this movie, definitely the case. Big time, that's what was happening with him. The lack of resources and the schedule. Had no control over his schedule. Burnout is a serious thing. I've had it before in my past, and these are some of the effects that cause it. See if you have it too, guys. Excessive stress, fatigue, insomnia, sadness, anger and irritability, alcohol or substance misuse, heart disease, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes. I would imagine those could be from alcohol. Heart disease, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, those could be alcohol. Could also just be food addiction as well, because you're just trying to cope. And vulnerability illness. Yeah, I would think so. This is according to the Mayo Clinic's solutions to this problem of burnout. First one, look at your work situation. See what can be changed, what can't be changed. Maybe this includes talking to your boss, changing your schedule, switching jobs, whatever. There's some option there, but there is definitely some solution you can work on. It is temporary, which takes me to the next thing: seeking support. Obviously, there's plenty of support. There's your 12-step communities, because if you're having trouble with alcohol, overeating, excessive drug use to deal with things or whatever, or watching too much TV, there's all 12-step programs for all of that. So you can get into a 12-step community. I need to do this more. Trying relaxing activity would be the next one. This one, like meditation, taking a bath, things like that. That would be really good to calm and just, not have constant stimulus, but just relax, breathe. Exercise is a good one. Now, exercise is a good one for various reasons in my life. Exercise is a way to get into shape, obviously. A way to look good. A way to, after you work out, you feel better. It releases endorphins in your brain. It helps fight depression. It moves that stress through your body, moves it out. It's not only the immediate thing about exercise. For me, exercise is actually one of the first things, getting on a regular exercise program. When I go off and on. No one's perfect, whatever. But it's a great way to start practicing discipline. It's a great way on a simple thing. You get the newbie gain, so you see really results right away. It's a great way to practice short-term, long-term goals, which create a life worth living. A life worth living doesn't just happen overnight. You have to build this life worth living. Sometimes jobs can make you feel trapped, that you're not going anywhere in them. They're just blah. And so exercise is a great way to feel like you're achieving something. And the last two are sleep. You need enough sleep. Exercise helps with sleep, by the way, guys. And mindfulness. Mindfulness helps me so much, because especially if I'm at work and I'm ruminating and thinking, it's like, okay, Let's do my activity mindfully. I see myself getting too panicky or too ruminating about stuff. I need to shrink my world. And my world is my breathing, and my world is my current situation. I can feel myself breathing. I can feel my neck. There's a lot of sensations that are happening to you right now that you can focus on and get your mind off of. So a lot of times for me, it's the breath. Just practicing breathing and focusing on your breath. And once you get that down, then you can kind of start expanding what you're doing intentionally, noticing how you're grabbing something and noticing how you're doing this. Washing dishes is like great mindfulness because it's kind of rewarding with the warm water too. But you can go into that world anytime you want. That's the deeper meaning in this one. Overall opinion on this one, the bad. You know, guys, I'm really glad that I got a pretty decent, deeper meaning on this one so that I could, we could talk about some things that with work burnout, which this character is dealing with. That's literally the only thing that was at all really good. So I had your classic kind of 80s but 90s where they weren't doing as much, but the slow beginning with the credits. I'm just, dude, start the freaking movie. I don't need you to show credits slowly. And then it gets to be about an hour and 10 minutes. And there's been no turnaround. There's been no, it's still in the first act. There's been no, he's still just a victim with everything happening to him. He's taking no action to do anything. He's just experiencing, the guy's even trying to get himself fired. Dude, how hard is it to get fired, you dummy? Quit showing up. If they don't fire you, they're going to keep paying you, so that's cool. I mean, what a dumb, I don't know. They were trying to be clever. And maybe at the time the fast forward effect was cool. I don't know. Where they fast forward real quick or something and that was cool. But the movie's really dark, really depressing. Just pulled me, I started feeling really ugh. And it was like aimlessly wandering around what things happened to him. Even the quote unquote, the thing where he supposedly is changing or doing something different happens at the very end and it's pretty lackluster. It's pretty cruddy. So, guys, I honestly, this movie is not worth watching. It's awful movie. It's awful. But I'm going to give Bringing Out the Dead, which brought out the dead and everyone who watches the movie, I imagine. I'm going to give this movie I think I'll give it a 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10.
Peace, yeah, boy.